Brianna. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you for coming today.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And so let me first tell you a little bit about confidentiality. So everything that's said between you and I will stay between you and I, as long as it's not something about you harming yourself or anybody else.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So why don't you just tell me a little bit about what brought you here today?
So I came in here because I have a problem with cannabis, with marijuana. Smoke it all day, every day, pretty much. It feels like sometimes.
Okay.
I just came in here to get your advice on it.
Okay. So what type of Tell me a little bit about the benefits as well as, first tell me a little bit about the benefits of the marijuana and why you smoke it all day, every day.
I feel like I smoke it because it helps me sleep. It helps me eat, I have to say, and it helps me socialize and stuff, I'd say.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you have a hard time eating or socializing or sleeping without marijuana.
Yeah, without it.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about the reason you want to change this behavior.
Because I feel like I've become so immune to it. I've been doing it so much, and I'm just ready to see what it's like without it.
To move forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm
to
hearing
see if it's keeping me back from anything.
So what I'm hearing is that things could be better, in that marijuana may be holding you back from making progress, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Okay, great. Okay, well you've taken the first step, and you've come to see me, and you realize that.
Yeah, because not everybody views marijuana as a problem or like an addiction, but it is very addicting.
Okay.
I would say.
Okay, so.
It could be very controversial.
Tell me a little bit about the time before marijuana became so prevalent, before it became so important to you to use marijuana every day. Tell me about the time before that.
Well, I drank a lot.
Okay. Okay. All right. And tell me about the time before that. So let me ask you this: did marijuana take the place
Yes.
of the alcohol?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about before the alcohol.
It was about 2 years ago, maybe, when I was in the army. That's when I wasn't smoking weed, obviously, and I didn't smoke weed, so I know how it feels. It felt a lot better.
Okay.
Back then, I wasn't as tired all the time, and yeah, so probably about 2 years ago.
So 2 years ago,
where I wouldn't need help to sleep, socialize.
Well, it was the alcohol in the picture then.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about before that.
Before that,
let me ask you this: has there always been a substance that you?
From probably since I was like 16.
Okay.
So it's been a while. I'm 22. We didn't go over that. I'm 22 years old, so it's been a while.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I said I'm so immune to having something there. That's why I can't see.
So you've become accustomed to having to use a substance in order to
do basic
things. Correct. For basic things. So tell me a little bit about your family. Are they a good support system? Just your family in general.
Yeah, they are. I live with my mom. And
okay, well, you seem a little hesitant when you said, yeah. Can you tell me about that hesitancy?
Oh, well, no, I was just, it runs in my, alcoholism runs in my family, and stuff like that. So when you asked me about my family, that's what I thought of.
Yeah, well, tell me a little bit about the alcoholism.
That's I grew up around it.
Do you mind if I ask you who?
My father.
Okay.
He was an alcoholic.
And your mother?
Was addicted to drugs for a while.
Okay.
So it runs in both sides of my family. So I would say that probably has to do with it.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure if it's environment or
well,
because I was raised with my father who was an alcoholic and so yeah.
And is your father still drinking or?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you still have a good relationship with your father?
No, I don't talk to him.
You don't talk to him?
No, but I don't think that if he was in my life, I'd probably need to smoke more.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that your relationship with your father is not good,
Yeah.
and that really it's not a priority in your life right
Right.
now. Okay. How about your mother? Is that-
Oh, she's no longer a drug addict.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so that's a good support system.
And she supports everything that you do.
Yeah, which is good too because not everybody can go to their parents to talk about substance abuse and stuff.
Absolutely. So that's great, and you live with her now, so
Yeah.
that's great. That's a great environment for you. Obviously, does she know about your cannabis use?
She does, yeah, and because she went through the whole drug addiction, she's not against cannabis so much because it could be a lot worse.
Okay. So
She doesn't support it, but she does allow me to use it.
okay.
So I wouldn't say she's enabling me or anything, but
Okay. So tell me more about your desire to change your behavior. Tell me like some of the things that you could see happening that would change these behaviors.
are you saying what do I see changing in my life?
Right. In order to meet your desired goal. Now, let me ask you this, which we haven't talked about. What is your desired goal? Is your desired goal to maybe just cut down on your use of marijuana, or is it to extinguish the use of marijuana?
To extinguish because well, for several reasons, but I want to quit definitely.
Okay, so
Because like I said, I remember back when I was in the army, I was smoking weed and I had more energy, and I was happier.
Okay, that's great. So you're looking to totally abstain from your use of marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
And are you looking to do this gradually, or do you want to see this happen in a certain time frame, or?
Which way would you, I don't know, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's this change is going to be totally up to you. It's going to be, what do you see? All right, let me ask you this. What do you see a week from now? Do you see yourself still smoking marijuana, or do you see yourself progressing in
Oh, and how long from now?
we'll say a week from now.
A week from now,
Or do you see yourself just making
slowly,
little steps slowly?
Yeah.
That's my question. Okay, which is fine. Which is any step towards your goal, your final goal of abstaining from it is going to be a
Better
great
than
achievement.
nothing.
Absolutely. So where I was going with my question about telling me about your desire to change, maybe you can elaborate a little bit on what do you see yourself doing to make some of these changes to work towards that goal?
Well, I'd probably have to stop hanging out with certain people.
That's a great step.
That that always have it or that they do it.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of people that I hang out with, they do it, so it's always around.
So what I'm hearing is that mostly everybody that you know smokes marijuana. So what can you see? What can you see yourself doing that would pull you away from those people, but still give you the opportunity to socialize, but with people who don't use marijuana?
So I could think about clubs or like different places I can meet people and different kinds of people.
Now clubs, when you say clubs, are you talking about?
Like at school.
Okay.
Not like dance clubs
Okay.
or bars.
That's great. Clubs at school are awesome. And now granted, you could still meet people in clubs at school that use marijuana.
I feel like if I were to stop smoking marijuana, I wouldn't start again.
So you wouldn't.
So it could be around me.
You wouldn't gravitate. What I'm hearing maybe is you gravitate towards that crowd because you smoke marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you go. So then you're gonna seek out more sober.
Yeah.
A more sober environment.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried any community-based support groups?
No.
Okay, so but when we leave today, when we end our meeting, I'll give you some resources that will provide you with information on some community-based with people your age.
Yeah.
With people your own age. So that would be a good thing. All right, so that's a great step towards that. And even if you did that, just that in the next week, that's a step
Yeah.
towards moving towards your goal.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see. Tell me a little bit about what if you don't tell me a little bit more about if you don't see yourself smoking or quitting the marijuana use. What do you see happening in your future?
Well, a lot of times when I use marijuana, I don't want to do schoolwork or anything. I don't want to worry about school. Some of my grades possibly. It could affect my school.
So it affects your school
and work. Yeah, I'm always tired at work.
Your employment.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and a lot of the time, I could have because I just moved. I moved here from California, so I have had this job that I've been trying to get out of, but I can't get another one because they do want drug tests.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that your marijuana use has pretty much stagnated your life, right?
Yeah,
and it's kept you down, and it's kept you from progressing and getting better employment or doing as well as you that you could do in school. It's kind of keeping you from all that. So that's fantastic. I wanna commend you because you have realized that, and you've seen that, and just by you acknowledging that this is it's keeping you where it's holding you down is a great step. Just that alone is a great step. Yeah. So I want to commend you on that. That's great. So let's talk about your job then. Let's talk about employment. So this is a place where you feel there's no advancement, and that's what I heard from you.
Yeah.
Okay. So what can you do once you start working towards your goal of abstaining from marijuana? Say the next week you're going to attend, say, one community support group. Mm-hmm. What step could you take to better employment?
Not smoking.
Well, that's a good one when we're working on that. But there's also, I think,
to better employment,
to getting yourself a job where you may be happier, or that may not be so stagnant.
Something that keeps me, or
like taking a step towards changing your job. You said it's kept you. That smoking marijuana has kept you.
So I can go to like a staffing agency, maybe.
You could do that. Well, okay, so let's go back a little bit. I guess maybe I'm moving too fast. So, in order, I believe it's going to take at least a certain amount of days for the marijuana to get out of your system. So, the staffing agency may be a good idea. Maybe after. We'll put that. I'll tell you what we can do. So, one of the homework assignments I'll give you today, when you go home, is sitting down and making a list of the goals you'd like to see happen within 30 days. We'll make a 30-day range. Because in 30 days, you should be, if you abstain from marijuana for that time frame, you should be able to go into a staffing agency. Yeah. You should have more energy. You should be able to go into school and go to the resume workshop and get resumes done.
You go to college and do pay?
I do go to college and do pay.
I don't know that.
That's an awesome school. Thank you.
So yeah, that's a good idea because I didn't think about that. Like I said, it's preventing me from employment, so I wouldn't want to go to a staffing agency right away.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this as well. Do you have any other co-occurring things going on in your life? Any mental illness? Any other health issues?
I would say that smoking marijuana has blocked a lot of me from seeing a lot of that.
To seeing.
Like maybe I can't sleep because I'm depressed.
Okay.
But so I don't see that because I smoke marijuana. So my excuse for smoking marijuana is that I can't sleep.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that you're smoking marijuana to mask some feelings you may be having that are not that you don't like to feel.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I'm in my head too much. So I'm smoking marijuana. It makes some people paranoid or makes them get in their head too much, but for me, it just allows me to sleep or socialize, get my mind off of things.
So it's your avoidance of reality.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And a lot of times it's the opposite for people. So
Right.
I wouldn't understand. A lot of people, it's a controversial subject.
Okay, so, and I can totally see that.
Which is why a lot of people don't seek help. They don't see that they're addicted to it. A lot of people are addicted to marijuana.
Right, right. Okay, so what I see happening here, I see that you, marijuana has stopped your progression that you want it to happen in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You're 22 and you obviously want to move forward with your life in a positive direction.
Yeah, like I'm 22. If I wanted to get my own place, I couldn't do that without a good job. I couldn't get a good job without
Absolutely, it all makes sense without right. So it's step by step. You want to progress and move forward.
Yeah.
In positive direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so today, as I said, when you go home, I'm going to give you some resources here at the end of some community-based groups. And what would you like to see happen by our next meeting next week? What kind of changes would you like to see in your life that have happened? What one goal besides going to the community-based group would you like to see have changed in your life?
A better job.
Working towards a better job in a week?
Working in a week.
Yeah.
Short-term goal.
Short-term goal for next week that we could see what kind of progression you've made.
That maybe I only use marijuana at night to help me sleep instead of during the day.
That's a
So
great
maybe
start.
if that helps me at school.
So why don't we use that, and then when we get together next week, we'll see how that went. And why don't you keep a journal of your marijuana use, and when you make mistakes, and when you fall, and it's all okay.
Yeah.
It's all okay. We're gonna move forward, and we'll go from there. We'll see how that goes, and then I'll give you the resources for you to attend that community-based group, and we should be good for that. Okay. All right. Well, it was nice meeting you, and I'm so glad you came, and you're making great stuff. Okay. All right.
Wait.
Yes. There was only 17 minutes, 13 seconds, but oh well.